The Duggar Football Channel. Welcome back to another Prem catch up. Now, if you had seen me last week, I was live with the Prem catch up last week, so decided to do one again. I've done it an hour earlier than I would usually do, but I think it's better to do it that way. And yeah, another fantastic day of Premier League action. And obviously, guys, if you want to get involved, please do leave your thoughts in the live chat, and I will read out everyone's comments. That's what I do. I always read out everybody's comments. So please do leave your comments, and I will read them out. So as well, and yeah, thank you very much for the support on the last one. I do appreciate that. I appreciate anyone who wants to share these as well. But please do hit the like as you come into the stream. And also please do hit that subscribe button if you are new and you like the content as well. But yes, we have some very interesting games to say the very, very least. Hello, Stephen Dewar. Hope you're well. Great result for Liverpool. Yes, absolutely. We will get into everything. As well, and hello to John Conway as well. I hope you're doing very, very well, to say the very, very least. So, where do we start? I think there's only one place to start. Nottingham Forest 7. Yes, I'll say that again. Nottingham Forest 7, Brighton 0. First of all, who saw that coming? Secondly, what a way to bounce back after a 5-0 thrashing at the hands of Bournemouth last weekend. Yeah, that was a bulldozing performance. I can only really remember Brighton having one shot on goal, and it was Danny Welbeck. They were off the underside of the crossbar. Yeah, went off the underside of the crossbar and yeah, went to safety, thankfully. What I will say, it's a fantastic result for Nottingham Forest. I mean, 7-0. Chris Wood hat-trick. I've obviously put that in the title there. Yeah, Chris Wood, first Nottingham Forest player to score a hat-trick since sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Nigel Clough in 1987, I think it is. Yeah, quite unbelievable to say the very, very least. But Forest were fantastic today. Obviously, get the first goal, Lewis dunk on goal. It was a very, very good cross from Morgan Gibbs-White. And yeah, unfortunate dunk put into his own net. He must have a habit of scoring own goals now. I'm just thinking that now. We obviously know who's at the top of the own goal scoring chart. It's obviously Richard Dunn. So Dunk is definitely getting on there at some point as well. But what I will say, it was 1-0 then. And then Morgan Gibbs-White from a corner, very, very good, to say the very, very least. So that was good. That was good to see. Great header. And then Chris Wood starts the. He gets his first. It's a very, very good finish. Very good play from Elanga again, and a lovely header into the back of the net. And then all of a sudden, it was 3-0 at half time. And it looked pretty comfortable then. And then 49 minutes, it's 4. Another fantastic play to, I think it's fantastic to see, Chris Wood, just a man of 33 years of age, and he's scoring hat-tricks. It's fantastic to see. It really, really is. I've got to say, I do think Chris Wood is having the form of his life at the moment. He's been absolutely amazing. And then the penalties decisions given with I don't know what Tariq Lamptey is doing, to say the very, very least. So yeah, look, I've got to say, I think if you say that as well, I think Tariq Lamptey was very, very silly in fouling Morgan Gibbs White. So yeah, Wood steps up to score his hat trick, and that was 5-0. And then Nico Williams. Nico Williams doesn't score many, but so it's a bit of a rarity when he gets on the score sheet. But fantastic goal. I know Brighton were complaining a little bit about that goal, and then it was 7. I've got to say, poor goalkeeping from Bart Verbruggen. Played it straight to Jota Silva. Jota Silva just goes on to it. And it was a fantastic finish from Jota Silva. But 7-0 is quite incredible. That's Nottingham Forest's biggest ever win in the Premier League, and it is Brighton's biggest ever loss in the Premier League as well. So very, very good. Is Fabian Herzler under a little bit of pressure, chat? Is Fabian Herzler under a little bit of pressure? For me, I don't think he is, but Brighton are on a little bit of a bad run. Barring that Manchester United result at Old Trafford, which they played very, very well, they haven't really played great recently. I just think when you look at that result today, that's a kind of result that the players can easily bounce back, or the players could easily not do well. So I think that's a real bad result for Brighton. But I think I don't think they'll do anything too hastily, because I think Fabian Herzler has been a breath of fresh air since he came into the Premier League. But I think we're kind of now seeing maybe that inexperience is coming across. But I don't think anyone expected Brighton to lose 7-0 today. Obviously, Leeds beat Cardiff 7-0 in the Championship earlier as well. So Leeds and Nottingham Forest, giving it very, very interesting, to say the very, very least. And I don't think anyone expected that as well. Right, let us go through some comments. 9 people watching, 5 likes. Really do appreciate everyone who's tuned in as well. Let me see what people are saying. Stephen Jarrett says Mo Salah, one of the best players in the world. 100%. Chris Welsh is in. Hello, mate. I know Liverpool won, but I did see Soccer Saturday earlier, and it was not a good result for Carlisle. So I hope you're well, Chris. Thank you very much for tuning in. That's one way to respond from last game for Forest. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible when you look at that. I think it was a very, very good result for Nottingham Forest today. Someone says about a chicken sandwich. Unfortunately, I can't get you that. Venom Frog says get a low taper feed. Don't know what that is. Chris with another comment. What does Chris would need to do again? England's score is so annoying not seeing these players not get picked. Maybe about the fact that he's maybe New Zealand. But I know what you mean. Free chicken sandwiches for kids. I was going to watch the one for Forest today. Gutted I didn't know. Yeah. I don't think anyone saw that result coming, to be fair. I had 2-2 in Super Brew. I had 2-2 in Super Brew, so yeah, I didn't do well today at all. Hi James, hope you're well. Brilliant result for Everton. I will get on to Everton very, very shortly as well. Hi Douglas, hope you're well. Big 3 points for you guys, and Salah still getting the goals. You just need that contract situation sorted. Yeah, 100%. And then he says, really didn't see that coming. 7-0 Forest, unbelievable. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if I know I've got a few Forest subscribers, so that if you are in the chats for subscribers, then you'll be very, very happy. Brighton not won for a while, to be fair, and that's a beating for Brighton. Obviously not saying sack him now, but wait till the end of the season. Yeah, 100%. Brighton won't act hastily. Let me just say that they won't act any hastily. Great result today. A grind, but we did it. It's all in us now. Yes, North Red. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. Nice to see some of the oldies coming back, and it's nice to. I know I've not done lives for ages. I just want to apologise as well for the PSV preview. The audio is really, really bad, so I do if the audio is much better tonight, then please do let me know. I am getting that sorted. I am leaving StreamYard. I've had enough with it. It's just starting to get on my nerves. So yeah, I'll be going out of that as well. Nuno lost 5-0 last week. I think it's just freak results. Yeah, I think I absolutely agree with that. I'm watching on YouTube, can't see the like button. It's quite it's quite difficult because obviously I'm like doing like a live stream. It'll be somewhere. It'll be somewhere. You'll find it. You'll find it. You'll find it. Chris Wood looks a man possessed at the moment. The man can't stop scoring. No, is that him up to 19 goals now this season? I do know that he was one ahead of Haaland. I know that he was one ahead of Haaland, and now I think he's 2 behind Salah. To say the very least. Oh shit, he's New Zealand, isn't the English name, to be fair. Easy mistake to make, but yeah, we know he's New Zealand, Chris, don't we? We know he's New Zealand. Luca's in, hope you're well. Yes, I'm not too bad, mate, not too bad. I hope your family is well. Yes, Stephen, all good, all good, all good, mate, all good. Hope you okay. Yeah, I'm well, Luca. It's like New Zealand is a colonial country. There you go. Where in Scotland are you from? I am from Edinburgh, Rab. I'm from Edinburgh. You can kind of tell the Edinburgh accent, but I was brought up in Inverness, so there's a little bit of Invernessian in there as well. So yes, I'm from Edinburgh. Audio is better, thank you, Chris. Audio, if I may, click on the top of the screen, Northred, you should find it there. Yes, absolutely. But aye, Nottingham Forest 7, Brighton 0. Fantastic result for Nottingham Forest. Now, Bournemouth versus Liverpool, the most 2 informed teams in the country right now, and it finished Bournemouth 0, Liverpool 2. Statement win. Absolutely massive, massive win. And the pressure is now all on to Arsenal. Draw or a loss for them, we're laughing tomorrow. We're absolutely laughing. And basically, Arsenal don't play in the Premier League until we've played our game in hand. So we could potentially, not get my head at myself, ahead of myself, but we could potentially be 12 points clear after Everton. So that could be massive. That could be absolutely massive. Top Cat, I've seen your comment. You're gonna have to try better than that to catch me out. Sorry. But yeah, shout out to you as well. But yes, massive, absolutely massive. Winning away at Bournemouth is not for everyone. Obviously, I've got to say as well, Bournemouth played their part today. They played well. But I think we matched them. I think we matched them in the terms of doing very, very well. And I've got to say that Bournemouth were unlucky today. The penalty decision, but by the way, I might get pelters for this. The amount of Arsenal pages on X, on Instagram, on TikTok, honestly, quit your moaning. Quit your moaning. Focus on your game against the champions tomorrow against Manchester City. Because honestly, the one thing I have seen most of the today is Liverpool, the PGMOL of Liverpool up their backside. Shocking decision. How can you give Liverpool a pen for that? Gakpo clipped his 2 feet. What else? Oh, Darren England is right. Is right, a Liverpool fan. People need to remember, Darren England was the guy that messed up the Luis Diaz goal against Spurs. So there was that. I've seen the penalty decision. I think we got a bit lucky. I think it's one of those ones where I think you would probably, appeal for it, to say the very, very least. But I still think, even with that decision, and I know Bournemouth had one ruled out, disallowed as well. I still think we would have gone on to win the league, if I'm being honest. What the hell is this? Yeah, got it. Just. Oh yeah. That's fine. That's fine, Nigel. Don't worry about that. I still think even that penalty decision, I still think we would have probably gone on and maybe won the game. Yeah, well, let's get to it. Mo Salah. Mo Salah does what Mo Salah does best. I know the commentator said that Mo Salah had missed 2 of his last 4 pens against Bournemouth. This one was just emphatic. Kepa, I think Kepa is like, I was crying out for Liverpool to shoot from distance today. Because we know from previous seasons, Kepa has the most goals conceded from long range shots. So that was something I was looking at. That was something I was looking at before the game started, and I was like, right, we need to shoot on sight. We need to shoot from anywhere. Because look, Kepa is a good goalkeeper, but he does have his faults. So yeah, Salah 1-0. The disallowed goal, look, Kirkish is offside. Kirkish is just off. He is just off. And to go in at halftime 1-0 was very, very good. But we all know the 1-0 is not a very, very good lead to take. It's a lead. There's another stat, actually. Liverpool have not lost after half-time in 149 Premier League games. That is absolutely insane, to say the very, very least. So that is very, very good to say that as well. But yeah, Salah's second is an absolute beauty. Lovely play as well. Darwin to Diaz to Curtis Jones to Salah, and it's a fantastic goal. It's just what Mo Salah does. It just curls it into the top corner. Kepa is absolutely just standing there, just watching it go past him. And yeah, 2-0. It's a magnificent result for us. We all know that Bournemouth have been absolutely fantastic. That was their first defeat since November the 23rd. So you can kind of tell they've been on a great run. They've been on a fantastic run. So, but that felt like a massive win today. And as I've said, the pressure is all on Arsenal now. We look ahead tomorrow, and you know what? I can actually sit back and watch that game and just enjoy it. Not literally just enjoy it, but no, it's a fantastic result. And yeah, we'll go into that game on the back of now looking ahead to being potentially 9 or 8 points clear. Look, if Arsenal win tomorrow, then Arsenal win tomorrow, but another chance to go 9 ahead. Everton's not going to be easy. But then again, we've got Tottenham, we've got Plymouth, and then Everton. So yeah, three big games coming up. So, but that was a huge win today. Huge win. And yeah, Arsenal fans, please stop crying, because it's just embarrassing. It's just absolutely embarrassing as well. Let us go into the chat. Good evening, Nigel. Hope you're well. Yes, we may look back on this at the end of the season as a turning point. Absolutely. Top that. I'm not reading that. James Dunlop says, I had that Bournemouth game 3-2 to Liverpool. 100% statement win for you guys. I have to say, as a rival fan, quite like Arne Slot. Arne Slot's done a magnificent job so far. He really has. Top cat officer devil at your door, says North Red. Arsenal are crying. Yep. Absolutely. If the penalty wasn't given, it wouldn't have made any difference with the quality Liverpool have. They still will find a way to win no matter what. Yeah, and I said that. I said that on the PSV preview. I said that we would have just about enough to grind ourselves to get that win. I've got to say, Alisson was outstanding today. I think he made 2 or 3 fantastic saves, and then you look at he saved very very well from Semenyo. He back to his best, and that's what Alisson Becker does. And I keep saying it, Alisson Becker for me is the best goalkeeper in the league. It's just indicative of Arteta Douglas, whiny little bitch. Arsenal fans are following suit. All tight decisions were correct, if you ask me. Bournemouth did again. Forest long range shot scored 5. Yep, absolutely. Yes, Kipper must be a secret red. Of course he is. Despite the loss today, Bournemouth are still in a brilliant position for fighting. Yeah, absolutely. I've been very, I get credit to Bournemouth, credit to Andoni Iraola, who's done a magnificent job. So, they've done very, very well, to say the very least. Bournemouth will be heavily raided in August. Some prize players in that team. Yes, this is the result of doing well. People will go in for your players. I think Kirkage will be targeted. I think Semenyo, Cliver, I think potentially as well. But Bournemouth will make good money on all those players. I can tell you that now for a fact. Alan is in. Hello, Alan. Hope you're well. Ev game going to be tough. Moyes has them playing again, and it's the last derby at Goodison going to be a battle. Yes, absolutely. I always dread going to Goodison. Always, 2 grounds always dread going. Etihad, Goodison. Always dread going to those grounds. Ali, best in the world, toughest game of the season today. Yeah, 100%. Hoyson, very, very good. Yes, Hoyson is a very good player. I would be very, very surprised if he does stay with Bournemouth, then that could be very, very intriguing to say the very least. So, James, I know you're in the chat. Everton 4, Leicester City 0. Yeah, I went for a 2-0 win for Everton. Moyes has done a very good job, Everton. This is what he does. He keeps teams in the league. Everton are now 10 points clear of the relegation zone. I've said, I think we've all said it. I know Chris is in the chat. I think we've all said it. Everton are better than the teams down below them. I mean, it's the fastest Everton goal today. 10.18 seconds when Doucouré put the ball in the back of the net. It's just a long ball from Pickford. Beto gets on the end of it, and then it was a very, very good finish from Abdoulaye Doucouré as well. And I do have to say as well, the second goal is just a carbon copy. Beto finishes at this time, which it's a very, very good finish, and it's nice to see him back on the score sheet as well, because I think a lot of people said that he was kind of maybe on the way out in January under Sean Dyche, but no, David Moyes has gotten scoring and scoring a double today as well, which was excellent. And then he gets the third as well. A fantastic finish for the third. Slots it past the returning Hermansen in goal for Everton, for Leicester, sorry. And then, how do you describe the fourth goal? I mean, it is absolutely comical defending from Leicester. Don't know what on earth was happening today with Leicester, but yeah, and Dai was very, very good, I've got to say. He's been a very solid signing since he's joined from Marseille. I remember when it was Sheffield United, he was very good at Sheffield United. We had a very good championship season. Decided that he wanted a new he wanted a new challenge to obviously go to Marseille, and then come what, May and August, Everton decided to sign him, and he's been absolutely solid. I think he's been excellent, to say the very, very least. But I've got to say, that was an easy win for Everton. I think it's safe to say you're not going down this season. There's games. There's there's teams down there where there's teams that are worse off than Everton, and I think we saw it today. Leicester are going down. I know that they're only 3 points below Wolves at the moment, but you can't defend like that. You cannot defend like that in the Premier League. And would I be surprised if Ruud van Nistelrooy decided to walk away from Leicester? No, I wouldn't. He's not been back there. I honestly think Ruud van Nistelrooy will not be at Leicester by Tuesday. I would be very shocked if he's still at Leicester. Because today, Leicester were so poor. So poor. But you've got to give credit to Everton because they played a magnificent game. But I'm just going to say, look what's going to happen with Leicester. I think they're going down. I know there'll be another team that we will speak about very, very shortly. But I think two spaces are already filled for me in the relegation. I honestly do. And then it's a battle between 18th, 17th, and 16th. I mean, Spurs are down there, but you would expect Spurs to probably get away from there as well. But no, look, it's a fantastic win for Everton. But if you're a Leicester fan, I know. Obviously, I was watching Leicester Till I Die, and I don't think I've ever seen Chris that angry before. To say the very, very least, Chris, Brad. Yeah, I honestly think Leicester are doomed. I know Hermansen came back in today, which was nice to see. From a long-term injury. I know Stolarczyk has been very, very good for them, but yeah, how many more opportunities are Leicester going to give to teams? And if you defend like that, like they did for the fourth goal, then I'm going to say it now. I think Leicester are going down. It doesn't get any easier for them either. So yeah, I think Leicester are going to go down. And I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised as well. Right, let's see some of your comments for this game. James Dunlop says, really shocked me this result. Whatever Moyes has done, I'm loving it. Thank God we acted quick to bring him back to the club. Yeah, 100%. I think David Moyes has done a fantastic job since he came back in, and he's certainly lifted the place. Two players I was so happy for are Beto, really made up for him to get them goals and get his confidence up, and James Garner back from injury. He bossed the midfield. Taking a drop of tea there. Yes, James Garner, fantastic today. Nice to see. And yeah, Beto is playing out of his skin at the moment. Liverpool need a left back. Yeah, Stephen, I agree. I think that's a probable position, definitely. And I think when you look at what we've been doing, I would say that although I thought Robbo had a good game today, I thought Robbo was very, very good. But Tsimikas doesn't really. I don't know what it is about Tsimikas, but I do think we do need a left back. I do agree. That fourth goal was comical. What was that defending? It was shocking defending. Couple of ricochets go straight to Ndiaye. Who couldn't he miss? Moyes is giving everyone a heart. Thought the players let Dyche down a bit. Lost the plot for a while. Form suffered. Yes, absolutely. For the local economy, I want to see the Ev do well, except for both derby days. But for the Scouse economy, good to see them steadily progressing. Yes, Northred, 100%. I think it's good to see Everton doing well. I think it is good to see them do well, and I think they'll be staying up. I've said it for a wee while. They're going to be staying up, because you look at what they did today. The derby, the Merseyside derby is going to be a tough game, no doubt about it. So we'll see what happens. We've got Jesus Christ in the chat. Hello, Jesus Christ. If Leicester stick with Rude, then they are doomed. Apparently, Jesus is red. Well said. He won't walk away. Doesn't get a payout. Then yes, yeah. It's a funny one with Ruud van Nistelrooy. It really is. It's very, very strange. What's even stupid now is that we are above Tottenham at the moment. It's mental, absolutely mental that Tottenham have gone down a place. We will get to Spurs because we'll obviously be talking about tomorrow's games as well. So we'll talk about tomorrow's games in a wee bit. North Red says Leeds are coming back up. Yeah, 100%. I think they're coming back up. Feels like I wouldn't want to say what order, but it does look like Sheffield United and Leeds potentially coming back up. I would love to see Sunderland back up. I think that would be like a proper old Premier League season, having those three back up, Sunderland especially. So yeah, I think that would be very, very interesting. Leicester won the league, then the player stabbed Ranieri in the back, too many passengers. James, Spurs are legends in their own lunchtime. Huge egos, undeserved. Yeah, 100%. And hello, DHTV Dan. Hello, hope you are well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Jesus, is it cold on that mountain in Rio? And hello, Sir Scotty, as well. Hello, mate. Hope you are well. So we did have a basement battle today. And yeah, Ipswich Town, Southampton, and Ipswich lost at Portman Road by 2-1 against Southampton. That's Southampton's first away win of the season. However, I still think they're doomed. Yes, I'm all good, mate. All good, Scotty. I'm all good, man, my friend. I do think Southampton are still doomed, but that's a good result. That is a good result for them. I think a bit of a blow today was for Ipswich, obviously not seeing Christian Walton in the side. Obviously, Muric came back in. I don't know about you, chat, but Muric, I didn't think he was great at Burnley. And I was amazed that Ipswich wanted to sign him. I just don't think he's a Premier League goalkeeper. I mean, the first goal today is really, really bad goalkeeping. It's gone straight through him. Now, obviously, goalkeepers union here has gone straight through Muric. Aribo scores, which is a very, very good goal, but I think that was avoidable. I do think it was avoidable. And Ipswich, for me, are conceding too many goals at the moment. They're conceding way too many goals. Obviously 6 against Manchester City, 4 at Anfield last week, and then 2 today. Liam Delap though is if Ipswich go down, Liam Delap won't stay there. I don't think, because I think he's a good Premier League striker. 9 goals already this season. Yeah, it's very, very good. Very, very good to see pass Aaron Ramsdale. It's very, very good. And then, yeah, how do we put it? To lose 2-1 in the 86th minute is very worrying if you're an Ipswich fan, because that was a game you had to win. You have to win those games. You have to win those games, especially against the teams in and around you. You have to win. And if you don't, as James said, I think Ipswich are in deep water after that result today. I agree. I thought they had a wee mini revival. I thought they had a wee mini revival like a couple of weeks ago, but it's not looking good. And Ciso, I thought, played well. So he played well today. And obviously, Delap scoring as well. But unfortunately, I do think the writing could be on the wall for Ipswich. Ramsdale's a poor keeper. It's a shame that he's gone from Arsenal to another relegation rival, because everywhere he's been, bar Arsenal, he's been relegated. Aaron Ramsdale. So I feel sorry for him. But no, look, if Ipswich wanted to win today, they needed to get that result. They didn't. and that's the problem. That is the problem with these kind of games. You have to win your games against the so-called teams in and around you. Oh, hello, Chris. Speaking of the devil, hello, mate. Hope you're well. I I kind of went in on Leicester a little bit. I watched you earlier, and I think to say that you, Brad, Wayne, um, I can't remember who else was on that panel, but you were so angry. Probably the angriest I've seen you for a long, long time. Um, I thought Leicester were so bad today against Everton. Really, really bad. As well, same well done, James, by the way, deserved. Even Chris, watch your stream back. You, Brad, and the lads rightfully so are angry with that today. And Nigel says his position is awful. He's making full length diving saves that Ali stands and catches. Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of glad that he is not a Liverpool goalkeeper. We got Ali, we got Kelleher, and to say the very, very least. But big win for Southampton. However, where's their next win coming from? I know they won today, but I don't see their next win coming from anywhere. So I still say that they are on course for that points total. One more win gets them above that threshold. So, but yeah, real tough one to take for Ipswich, and it's a bad result. And yeah, Southampton now on 9, Ipswich now in 18th as well, following another team, which we will get to as well. So yeah, very interesting as well. Congrats on the 3K. Was that recent? That was a while back, a couple of months ago. As I said, I'm getting slowly back into it, but thank you, mate. Thank you. Did you hit 4K today? I don't know. I did notice you were getting in near that 4K. So, if you have, then congratulations. But if you haven't, then you will get there very soon. As well. Newcastle 1, Fulham 2. Bit of a surprise, this result, and that's Newcastle's second home defeat in a row, after being absolutely gubbed by Bournemouth 2 weeks ago. They then go and lose to Fulham. Started well for them. Jacob Murphy getting the opening goal, which is very good to see. And then, yeah, Anthony Robinson again. How many assists has this guy got? Anthony Robinson. Fulham will do well to keep him in the summer. They will do very well to keep him in the summer. I've got to say, the way that Fulham... I've seen Fulham this season. I saw them at Anfield. I think they played well there. They've already beaten Chelsea. They're a good side. Marco Silva has done very well there. And then obviously they got the one with Muniz. I think that's how you say it. Excuse me. Let me take a sip of my tea. But no, I've got to say, that's a great win for Fulham. But Newcastle, it's all about Wednesday for me. I think with some of the changes that he brought on, I think you could kind of see that he had one eye towards Wednesday. And that's a big game. Look, I'll be honest, I don't see Newcastle losing that game. I don't see Arsenal scoring 2 goals. So I think Newcastle are through. I do think Newcastle are through going into that. I think they're the first team in the Carabao Cup final. Let me just say that. But look, it's a very good result for Fulham. And they've played well. They have played well this season wherever they've been. That's a big victory for them. And yeah, Anthony Robinson is a player I've been watching for a long time, and he's a great wee player. So I think Newcastle just have to look forward to on Wednesday, and we'll see what happens. James Donald says, great win for Fulham. They've done well again this season, and credit to Marco Silva. Absolutely. And then he says Arsenal are in for a long night at St James's Park in the second leg. Yes, I think they are. because Arteta doesn't have a very good record there. I think from memory, I think he's only won once there, and even then, that was from a win where Cher scored an own goal. I know that. So yeah, look, it'll be very, very interesting that game. But I fully expect Newcastle to go through. And obviously we've got Spurs coming up as well. But big win for that for Fulham. And I think Marco Silva's done a great job. And I do think with the way that Fulham are playing, you will be very, very interesting to see. As well. His record is an Anton Deck album awful. Yes, doesn't have a very good record at St James's, does Mikel Arteta, to say the very, very least. So, yes, there was one other game today, and it finished Wolves 2, Aston Villa 0. Now, how big could the injury to Ollie Watkins be? Well, first things first, he is not going to Arsenal. I have seen Arsenal fans again cry on social media that they say Ollie Watkins is never injured for Villa, but when he's being linked with Arsenal, he gets injured. Coincidence? Or is it the fact that he's been playing too many games? Like, Ollie Watkins is a fantastic striker. This record, though, I don't know if anyone has seen this as well. This record of Aston Villa not winning a league game, after a Champions League night. That is quite incredible. I'll be honest, I was the only one out of a lot of people in Super Brew to actually back a Wolves win. Now, I saw from Aston Villa that they do struggle after a Champions League game, and I just thought, Wolves, it's home, it's under the lights at Molineux. I thought it would be a good opportunity. Look, I think Martinez is a good goalkeeper, but stop saying he's the best in the world, okay? He gets beat at his near post, which was shocking to say the very, very least. Bellegarde scored, and that was obviously a good game. To say the very, very least. It used to happen to us after Champions League nights. That's a derby too. Yes, it is a derby. Midlands derby, to say the very, very least. But yeah, Villa wanting Marcus Rashford, which is quite interesting. That could be interesting, actually. That could be very, very interesting, to say the very, very least. I think Man United fans just want to see the back of Rashford. I think it's the safest thing to say. But yeah, Villa let Diego Carlos go, and then they didn't get a replacement. So that's a bit of a worry for me, is that they're leaving themselves a little bit short. They are leaving themselves a little bit short, I would say, at the back. But look what happened today. They were robbed of a goal. I'll be honest. I don't think Morgan Rogers is offside. I think it's one of those ones where you have to say that he was very, very unlucky to not get that goal. Well, it was Daniel Mallon, I think, scored as well. Villa making 4 changes at half time was quite interesting. Obviously, players are definitely tired from their exploits against Celtic, where they were absolutely amazing against Celtic, 4-2 winners in the end. But no, look, I think it's bad management as well. It's bad to have a squad, and they have got a lot of injuries. Let's be honest. But Wolves, Cunha, as well, getting that goal, which was very, very good to see. He got the second, and he has signed a new contract. There is a release clause that will come into place in June, but I think that would probably be like a relegation release clause or something like that. Get on the limbs. I'm actually okay. It's just sort of started on me now, but I'm okay, right, Nigel? I'm all right. Luke, True Red, what a result for you guys today. What a result for you guys. How you how are you feeling, first of all? 7-0. 7-0 against Brighton. Unbelievable result, that. Unbelievable result. Steven Jure says Man United are awful. Yeah, we'll get to Manchester United, don't worry. I agree with Martin. He's a good goalkeeper, but not a chance he's the best in the world. No way. And Nigel says, yes, they are, Stephen. Long may it continue. So, that was Saturday's action. We'll just go over it again. Nottingham Forest, 7. I have to put in brackets, 7. SEVEN, 7. Brighton, 0. Bournemouth, 0. Liverpool, 2. Everton, 4. Leicester City, 0. Ipswich Town, 1. Southampton, 2. Newcastle United, 1. Fulham, 2. Wolves, 2. Aston Villa, 0. So, we have 3 games tomorrow. Obviously, the biggest one is coming up as well, Arsenal Man City. But at the G-Tech, we have Brentford against Tottenham. Now, let's just say the only 2 teams to have beaten Brentford at the G-Tech, Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. So, there you go. There's an incentive for you tomorrow. Spurs qualifying for the round of 16 for the Europa League. Well done to them. Well done to them for that. But you look at this game, and I can only see one winner tomorrow. I can only see one winner in this game, and I do think that Brentford will win this. I think you look at Tottenham, and they might have one eye on Thursday. They might have one eye on Thursday going to Anfield. Well, they've only won once in 20 games at Anfield of Tottenham. So Ange is hanging by a thread, I think. But I still think it all hinges on if Tottenham make it to Wembley or if Tottenham don't. That's my think with this game. And Brentford are at home. Brentford, the G-Tech has seen the most goals this season, which is quite incredible. I think there's been 52 goals scored there this season. So it's fantastic to see. It really, really is. But I fancy Burnley. How's it say Burnley? Brentford. Tomorrow I fancy them. I'm gonna go 2-1 Brentford. I think they'll bounce back. Sorry, they'll continue their good run because they beat Palace last week. Which was a bit of a surprise. To beat them, 2-1, which was an excellent result for them. As well. I've gone Brentford 3, Tottenham 2, says James. Could be a carbon copy of the game where we beat Tottenham a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, absolutely. Never been happier. Nobody saw 7-0 after last week. What a response. We did a proper demolition job on Brighton. Yeah, you did. You were excellent today. Really, really good. Yeah, Chris Wood hat-trick as well. First, as I said at the start of the show, first player since Nigel Clough to score a hat-trick as well. So, yeah, very, very good. Luke, you'll be very, very happy with that. And you deserve to be where you are, Luke. Credit to you guys this season. Unbelievable. Yeah, Forest have been excellent. Level on points with Arsenal as well. So, yeah, all good things. All good things have to come to Nottingham Forest, and it'll be interesting to see where you guys finish this season. I know people said after last week, people were expecting maybe the sort of the drop off to begin, but yeah, beating Brighton 7-0 has probably done a lot of people the world of good to say, oh, hang on. It was a freak result last week against Bournemouth. It was probably a freak result today, but look, it's a very, very good win for you guys against Brighton side, who are not in the best of form right now, but take nothing away from Nottingham Forest, they're very excellent. At Old Trafford, we have Manchester United against Crystal Palace. Now, Safest thing to say, Crystal Palace are Manchester United's bogey side. To say the very, very least. Crystal Palace have actually won in the last 3 visits to Old Trafford. Could they make it a fourth? Well, United got through pretty comfortably in the end against Steaua Bucharest or FCSB, if you want to put it in their original title as well. But Old Trafford is not the fortress it once was. Teams are going there. They're playing them off the park, and they're getting the results as well. And yeah, Palace a bit unlucky to lose against Brentford. I'll be honest. They've got Izzy, they've got FC as well. And to be fair, Mateta is, as James says, he is finding his form again. I've got to say, I fancy a Palace win tomorrow. I really, really do. This signing of Dorgu, who's coming in from Lecce, could be very, very interesting. And I think Rashford going out the door as well. I don't know about you, chat, but I do not rate Rasmus Højlund at the moment. I think he got a reputation when he was in Italy. I think he was good player. I wouldn't say he was great. He's come to Manchester United and he struggled. He has struggled. But then again, Manchester United have struggled. And as well, we all know what happened last time when Manchester United played Brighton. Onana made an absolute cock up. So does Beyindir come back in for tomorrow? That could be interesting. But if you're Palace, you'll be looking forward to this game. You'll be looking forward to the game. Interestingly enough, they're trying to get Ben Chilwell, which I think is very, very strange move. Don't know about anybody else, but I think it is a very, very interesting transfer, that one. Ben Chilwell's only played 45 minutes of football this season. And I think it was a Europa League conference game as well. So, yeah, that could be. Look, deadline day is obviously fast approaching. Will Manchester United bring anyone else in? Let's talk about Matthias Tell from Bayern Munich. There's potential talk of maybe something of Douglas Luiz, I saw. But even if United do that, I still don't think United have had a good window. And people can say that I think they're getting fed up, Manchester United fans. I think they're getting fed up with what's been happening this season, and what's been happening past seasons. To tell you the truth as well. But yeah, I'm going to go Palace win. I'm going to go 2-1 Palace, and that would not surprise me. Would not surprise me in the slightest. I think Palace will win at United 2-1. Mateta's finding form again. Yep. I hardly rate any of United's squad, to be honest. Diallo and Minu are the only ones I rate. Yeah, I agree, mate. I think they're very, very good. And now, the biggest game of the season so far. Well, Arsenal's biggest game. Arsenal Manchester City. Look, it was 2-2 at the Etihad. Arsenal probably should have won that game. They had 10 men for a long, long time. It was very, very strange to say the very, very least with how they were last in that game. This is absolutely a massive game for them. Look, they have to win. They have to win. If they lose or draw, I don't think a draw is good enough. So the pressure's on. The pressure is on them tomorrow. And funnily enough, if Man City do go there and win, they'll only be 3 points behind Arsenal. Now, when you consider the season that Manchester City have had, where they've struggled badly, it kind of goes to show that football is a very, very funny game, to say the very, very least. I'm going to be honest. I think you look at Arsenal, And I think to myself, they're a wee bit desperate trying to go for Ollie Watkins. If I'm being brutally honest, I think they are very, very desperate going for Ollie Watkins at this stage in the season as well. If they wanted him, why didn't they go and try and get him at the start of the window? Um, but then again, Arteta has obviously seen other things as well. Arsenal are struggling to score goals, and against Girona the other night, Raheem Sterling missed a penalty. His confidence must be completely on the ground at the moment, as well. But his old club are coming now to the Etihad. Look, Man City were very, very fortunate against Club Bruges, 1-0 down for a long, long time, and then they come back and get that 3-1 win. But this is a huge, huge game, and I think the one problem I have with Arsenal is that they don't kill teams off. I think that's an incentive to say the very, very least. But when you look at Manchester City, you've got Holland, you've got De Bruyne, Savinho is now picking the goals up, Foden as well. I just have a feeling City are going to win tomorrow. I don't know why, but Arsenal don't have the best of records against City ever in the Premier League. So if they open up against City, they'll get picked off. They'll get picked off. I think once Arsenal come up against a very, very decent side, i.e. a Liverpool or a City, I do think they get picked off. But I'm going to go City 2-1 tomorrow. And that would ultimately mean that Arsenal could be potentially 12 points behind Liverpool if they were to win the Merseyside derby. Now, 12 points is a huge, huge gap. Now, even then, 12 points, Liverpool would have to lose 4 games for Arsenal to catch up. It's almost feeling like deja vu again, where people expected Arsenal to go on and try and win the league. It just hasn't happened. It just hasn't happened for any reason. But that striker position, it needs badly filled in the summer. It needs badly, badly filled because you can't rely on Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz for me, he's a good player, but he's not a player who's going to get you the goals to win a title. They need somebody. I'm surprised they're not even going for Marcus Rashford. Believe it or not, I'm surprised they're not going for Marcus Rashford. So there's another one. I'm even surprised that they're trying to get Dusan Vlahovic. I don't think Vlahovic is very, very good, and I don't think he'd suit Arsenal's style of play. So yeah, I think if you look at what Arsenal have been doing this season, it could be very, very interesting. But if they lose tomorrow, you can probably say that ultimately probably ends their title hopes. Even if Liverpool went ahead by 12 points, Liverpool would have to lose 4 games. I think Liverpool could probably lose 5 games this season, and Arsenal would have to win them all. And can you see Arsenal winning every single game now between now and the end of the season? Nope, I can't. I don't know if Saliba is available tomorrow. I don't think he is. So that's another blow. But I still say this. Gabriel has been their better defender. He's been their better defender for a number of weeks and months now. To say the very rarely, I think he's Arsenal's better defender. So, but I just think City win tomorrow. I'm going to go 2-1 City. And that effectively would be absolutely massive. If City beat Arsenal tomorrow, Liverpool are laughing, absolutely laughing. And then we'll see. If Arsenal do not win tomorrow, then the title's gone as far as I'm concerned. I think they'll draw again 2-2. I don't think a draw's good enough, James. I don't think a draw's good enough. Lego Head is too defensive, scared tough enough if they have to. Watch the panic. Excuse me. Arsenal's main issue all season has not been killing teams off enough. The amount of chances they create and miss chances is unreal. Yeah, 100%. James, 100%. Liverpool dropped points eventually, but Arsenal will not capitalise due to the amount of points they've dropped, especially when they're both games. Yeah. I think Liverpool have got Wolves. Sorry, they've got Everton, Wolves, City. I think Southampton coming up. Our home games are probably better for us than Arsenal's, I think. So yeah, we're unbeaten in the league as well away from home. So even then, I think we've still got to go to City, still got to go to Chelsea, and obviously got Arsenal at home then as well. So yeah, I think it's the beginning of the end potentially for Arteta. This is a season he has to deliver at least a trophy. FA Cup's gone. The League Cup will probably be gone on Wednesday, and then you're left with the league and the Champions League now. Could be interesting. Could be very, very interesting. There is another game on Monday, as well. It's Chelsea against West Ham. Graham Potter going back to Stamford Bridge for the first time since he was sacked. Yeah, Chelsea last week against Man City. Oh, Maresca has already said that he could potentially drop Robert Sanchez. I think he's needed to drop Robert Sanchez for a long, long time. I just do not get why Chelsea paid the money for a third choice Brighton goalkeeper. We'll never get that. We'll never understand that. So that's something to say at the very, very least. But yeah, West Ham quietly going about their business. 1-1 draw with Aston Villa last week, which was a very good result. They are trying to get Evan Ferguson from Brighton, which is quite interesting. That might be a loan deal till the end of the season. So yeah, could be very, very intriguing to say the very, very least. And I think Chelsea have kind of fallen off a cliff a little bit. If you look at their, I think James said it there. Ever since we drew with Chelsea back in December, they've fallen off a cliff. I think they have. I really, really do. I think they've really, really been interestingly bad to say the very, very least. And as I said, Sanchez isn't a good goalkeeper, so that's not all on him. I mean, there's even talk that was it Dizazi and potentially Felix might be leaving. I know Chilwell's going to Palace on a season-long loan as well. So, yeah, look, West Ham, I think they're trying to sell Lewis Guillermo as well. But look at this game, and Potter will be determined to beat Chelsea. He will be determined to beat Chelsea, and I agree with you, James. I think Potter's a smart move for them. I think it is a very, very smart move, to say the very, very least. So, I'd fancy a Chelsea win though. I just think with home form, I do think Chelsea are a little bit better. I do think they are a little bit better. So, I think I said 3-1 in Super Brew. I think I might have gone a little bit too crazy there, but I'll go 3-1 Chelsea. But Chelsea have to start winning again, to say the very, very least, because they won that top four. They definitely need to win this game if they want to be back in that top four running. And I think they will. Win this game. Because against Manchester City, yes, they took the lead, but that was Kuzanov's mistake. And it's just to see if he plays tomorrow. Kuzanov. It'll be very interesting to see if he plays for City at Arsenal. But it could be a very interesting one. But I'm gonna go 3-1 Chelsea. I think they will bounce back. Marcos Perez, hello. I am from Edinburgh, Scotland, mate. I'm from Edinburgh, Scotland. So yeah, very, very nice to see you. Very, very nice to see you. Sorry, my eyes twitching a wee bit to say the very, very least. But so there we go, guys. There we go. There is another live Prem catch up to chat to you guys about, and it's been very, very good. It's good to be back on here. And yeah, guys, if you do like the Prem catch ups, then please do let me know in the comments, because I'll continue doing these. I think 9 o'clock is probably a good time on a Saturday. So yeah, if you want me to do them, obviously there won't be one next week because obviously it's FA Cup. But if you want me to do an FA Cup catch up as well, I could easily do that as well. So please do let me know in the chat as well. But no, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, sit back and relax and watch City Arsenal tomorrow. That could be a cracker. That could be an absolute cracker. And yeah, Arsenal must not lose, must win. Absolutely must win. So nice to see you back live, Douglas. Take care, mate. Thank you, James. I appreciate it, and good to see you back in the chat as well. Bye, James, Stephen, Marcos, Nigel is here. True Red was here as well. I think there was other people. Chris says Leicester Till I Die was here as well. Sir Scotty was here as well. DHTV was here. North Red was here. Jesus Christ was here as well. But no, thank you to everyone who's watched tonight. It really does really appreciate it. And yes, I will look forward to doing another one of these as well. But yeah, we'll look ahead to another interesting week ahead in the FA Cup, and then see what where that will leave us in the Premier League. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Please do leave a like on the video as you leave the stream. I do appreciate that as well. And yeah, we'll do very, very interesting, to say at the very least. Marcos says, I investigated and discovered that many Argentine narrators, even former Argentine players, praised Bellingham for preventing him from winning the World Cup with England. Did the same thing to Neymar, and he didn't win anything with his country. There you go. I think that's a good way to end it. But thank you very much for watching. Please do leave a like. Please do subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.